Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek. I'm sitting down with Dennis Kurps of Azio Games.
Hello,
You brought
everybody.
us Sifaka.
Right. So I have to be precise on this. I'm doing this for my friends Jean-Claude and Christian, who completely forgot they had a meeting with you guys. So I'm happy to do this.
Thank you, Dennis.
And Sifaka is a game about lemur chimps running around the dusty area, looking for mango, papaya, and citrus. Citrus? Citrus, exactly. So I laid out the components here, and so you can see the different fruit have different values on the back of the fruit. So the setup of the game would be that you have them like shuffled, and so you don't know which fruit is worth how much. Points go from 1 to 3. Then players pick their color, and you set up the village where they start. They have a little village. We call it a village. So you would make sure that every lemur can start in this neutral camp. So you could do a closed camp, or what you could do is you can make it a little bit bigger like this. You can rearrange it in any kind. And for a first game, I would recommend to have all the huts in the middle. And the reason is because these arrows show you in what direction the lemur may move. So we're going to put our little lemurs here on the starting grid. And then you have a bunch of tiles which have arrows and bushes and fruit. Let me find one with a fruit. Fruit. Here, fruit. Okay. So let's say I was going to play this tile. Then it is the arrow that I hide and the number of fruit I put on it, and I can move my lemur by 1, 2, because I covered an arrow that showed in that direction with 2 movement. Now, if I happen to move, and then here, some fruit miraculously pops up in the middle of the desert. So by moving over the board like this, I'm going to make some examples here. The board is going to grow bigger. You can overlay, you can just cover half of one side, you can completely cover it, whatever you want to do to get to the fruit you want to collect during the game. And so let's say my red lemur was here, and so I need to do 1, 2, 3 in that direction. So I need to cover an arrow that shows in that direction.
With something with 3.
Exactly, with something with 3 like this, okay? Here's the 3. So I would just cover that up, and then I can go 1, 2, 3, nyam, nyam. I get the fruit, and oh wow, 1 point.
Oh, 1 point.
So what we would do is this board would spread and spread and spread. You can see there's a lot of tiles. The red fruit being the better ones. There's only a few red ones. Then there's more yellow, and the most are the green, but they have less value. And so by growing the board, you would maybe find some, funny ways to get back to some starting point. You may have blank zones. You may have somebody who just runs off because he wants to be on his own. Then you can come back, and so this is moving all the time. And that is the random part of the game, because you hold 3 cards in your hand, and then you may choose one and say, okay, this time I'm going to do that, or I'm going to keep this, save it for a longer run because I want to do 4 moves in that direction, but right now there's maybe not any arrow showing that direction, so you maybe sometimes need to be patient to know, okay, let's say there's no arrow showing in that direction right now, so I want to move that way because there's, here's my lemur, 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's no arrow. So hey, I'm maybe gonna start preparing my next move by just doing something like this, and then, I can do, I covered the bush, so I can do 4 in that direction anyway. So there's many ways to move your lemur around the board and score points. And at the end of the game, hopefully you have the most fruit with the most points.
And I'm guessing the game ends when we run out of card tiles.
Exactly. The game ends when you run out of tiles or fruit, which is difficult to manage. Now, for those of you who see this and who can be at the Fair of Essen, at the booth of Azio, which is here in Hall 7, we're very close to our friends at Board Game Geek. There's 2 extra tiles with a tunnel. So you may lay a tile and then you can, you come out some other place. So if you happen to be here, grab that extra tiles at the booth of Azio Games.
Well, Dennis, I'm glad you were able to help out.
So am I, and I hope a lot of people saw this and like it, and please come and see us at the stand.
Go have fun with lemurs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.